All right, hello everybody. Hopefully my audio captures correctly and well. It's very hot here today, so I do have a couple of fans running. So I apologize if you can hear that and if it's obnoxious. But so I wanted to share this game because it went very well, and I really wanted to talk about why it went really well. And now, to be clear and upfront about this, it was very much a team diff.
Hello there.
Their team just, wasn't at sort of the same, on average, skill level as our team. So that always helps to get the win. And I did just play this game. So it is during drives, so you do get a whole lot of RNG in the teams you get. So that's very unfortunate, or it works out in your favor, as it did here for me. So the things I was thinking about here is Ana has that attack speed power. So I'm already thinking about Crusader Hydraulics. I'm thinking about Weapon Jammer. But, it's first round. The first round is super important for just gauging where your team's at, what your team's likely to do. So I'm keeping an open mind. The point's 13 seconds away from being open. I already have a lot of confidence in my tank because of how they pathed here and how they got to this choke point in a good position for our team. So we get here to essentially a very strong choke point for our team, and our tank still had almost all of his HP. If the tank had not gone through that little this little side thing, they would have been taking a lot of damage and losing a lot of HP by the time they got to this choke. So the fact that they took a safe route to get into a great position for our team, immediately I had a lot of confidence, had a feeling this game was going to go pretty well. And that's always just a great feeling to have in the first, 20 seconds of the round. So, just setting up here with my tank, trying to pressure them out using Chain Grasp, which is still one of my all-time favorite powers. Just healing up the tank. I am so happy with how aggressively the Soldier, the Torb, and the Hazard are playing, because again, that gives me a lot of confidence in my team. I heard the Soldier running. I expected him to run back towards his side of the map, but that was actually a smart move on his part. And instead of going up there to heal my team, I go here to sort of help pressure the Ramattra out. And yeah, I'm doing damage to the Ramattra, but because I had just thrown Orb as well, I'm also looking for that juicy Chain Grasp on the back line. I think I wanted to fade up there to get the Soldier myself, but it was really good there. Again, this Hazard is so smart. And the fact that they had not just kind of let the Soldier kind of run around, do whatever they wanted, was again a good sign to me. And again, that they had stayed there and zoned that cast. Let me run that back. So, see, there's the cast. Cast is kind of poking, wants to go in that side. Sorry. And because the Hazard sees that, jumps up, uses his wall, pushes the cast back, and I'm able to kill on it. Which I appreciated instead of the Hazard trying to go main. Because again, Emong says this a lot, but you don't want to play a tank that isn't Reinhardt the way you play Reinhardt. So Hazard excels on sort of a angly kind of he's kind of like a dive tank, he's very mobile. So to see my tank playing Hazard, to my limited understanding of how to play Hazard, playing Hazard correctly, again, a very good sign in round one. So we win that very handily. I'm feeling confident, but I had also just played a previous game that had been much, much harder than this one. And so at the same time, I was reminding myself, don't get cocky, homie. So going into round two, this is my usual. This is always my first two powers, Chain Grasp and Cross Orbital, because no matter what else you're going to do with the other two powers, these are always going to be so strong. So I go advanced antibiotics because I notice I've been healing a lot because this hazard is doing so much of the stuff I normally have to do as Moira. So I get that to help them out. Shield Buster for the Ramacha, Custom Stock for the health and the stats, and then just a little extra armor because I like armor so much. So this is very important. You gotta tell your teammates when they're doing well. And so I'm also keeping an eye on Kiriko. They got the clone, which makes me think I should have gotten Frenzy Amplifier, but not a big deal. Just taking out. I see Ana is going for a lot of attack speed, so again, I'm thinking about Crusader Hydraulics, but it's the second round. Doesn't quite matter just yet. I should be looking more behind me to see how everyone else is doing. Should have healed the Torb. That's not the first time I'm gonna not heal them when I could have, and but you know, because I notice how well this hazard is doing, I'm putting on a lot of effort into trying to keep their HP at a good place, and also with Mercy, keep trying to help Mercy out too, because they are the source of healing for this team. I'm going to heal, obviously, always, because that's something Moira does very well, but I'm not going to be heal botting. I don't like that playstyle. Okay, that fade. There's a couple of fades here that I think were bad plays, so I'm gonna go back and watch them again because I'm just not talking about the round I'm actually playing. So healing up the hazard, really nervous because he's low, nervous because Mercy is low. But yeah, taking the corner, trying to continue to pressure them back to help my team get some map control. I fade back. I should have faded over to the arch or just stayed behind that advertisement thing. I actually think I should have faded. I'm so bad with the replay viewer, I'm so sorry. So yeah, I faded back. Didn't need to. Probably shouldn't have. But you see, I'm looking at the scores. They are looking juicy. Instead of fading backwards, I think I should have faded, like over here, because I still have cover, got a mini, I got 2 ways of getting out that is not directly just back towards my team, and I would be able to, once I get my HP up a little bit, would pressure these 3 players back further, which would further isolate their tank and their Soldier 76. It would have been risky, because if you can see at the top of the screen on the top left, you can see I'm well below half. I think I die right after this too, so it would have been risky, but that has never stopped me once in my life. It would have been advantageous for my team. So when the end result of a risky play is that there's a potential for very strong value for my team, I'm never going to be afraid to take that risk because I want to win. This is, yeah, I take so much damage, as I'm sure you noticed. So I'm back up to full, pretty much, trying to help the hazard. Right here, I am intentionally stepping out to take damage, because if I don't, they're either going to shoot at the Mercy, which is not ideal because Mercy is where all the healing is coming from on this team. And they have a res, so if I die, they could just res me if they happen to have it, and if it was right. And if they're not shooting at me, they're going to be shooting at my tank, and my tank is hard carrying this game so far. Don't get me wrong, we're all playing well. But you know, when you have a tank like this hazard, everyone else's life is so much easier. So I am intentionally stepping out to take this damage as a distraction. I'm kind of torn because on one hand, yeah, I die and that's not ideal, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, there's always hindsight as well, because we lose this fight and then the enemy team pushes almost as far as we have at this point. So in hindsight, it seems like a bad play, but I think it's one of those things where the what am I trying to say? The potential reward is so great of keeping my tank alive and keeping my Mercy alive and at good HP that I think I'm always gonna do it, unless something about a situation is materially different, just because under these circumstances with this tank and this Mercy, the potential value of that play is so high, so I think I'm okay with it. But obviously unlucky that we die. I mess up both orbs there, which is so cool and fun for me. And here I am. I'm playing this corner, and I am taking a lot of damage. But I'm playing the corner intentionally, because if I die there, which I did, and typically I'm going to, it puts my corpse in a good position for our Mercy. That was actually a really good play by their Cass and their Kiriko going that way. Really good play, really good response from Soldier and Mercy to ult, because they win the frontline fight, and I'm able to get the kill. Okay, on the Cass. Yes, I teabag. Yes, it is beneath me. Yes, I am a grown man. I'm in my 30s. I should not be doing that. Sometimes you gotta do it. Now, I fade up here because I see the Soldier, and I do not want to let that Soldier get such good map control. The ult was actually kind of impulsive, but in hindsight, was a really good play because of the self-regen, and that was actually why I did it. I was like, I'm gonna die, they're all gonna turn and look at me, so I ulted to have a little bit more sustain, and this Soldier, like, excellent play by Hazard, Mercy, and Soldier to come help me. They clear out the Soldier, clear out all of this high ground. That would have been very, very good. I'm just going to pause it really quickly to show you what I mean. So, because let's watch it from this third point of view so that you can see what I'm going to talk about. So, yeah, here we go. So, I go up here, ult, push Soldier off that high ground. Ana turns and look at me, so they're not looking at their tank. Ana is now reacting how to use cooldown on themselves. They're not looking at their tank dies, unsurprisingly. And then my whole team comes and bails me out so I don't die again. Soldier is, it's a good play to try to go behind us, but whole team's dead. And, sort of badly timed for that purpose. Now, I noticed that we're, good res by our Mercy. And I mess up the fade pretty badly here, but I did want to end up here essentially here anyway, because of the pressure I'm able to get. That kill on the Ana is such typical Moira BS. Now the Soldier starts attacking me. I go up here, which was not a safe play. The safer play would have been to fade back around the corner with my team, but we are so close to the end of the round. That I don't want the Soldier to even touch. I want the clock to run out. And, that Soldier shooting at me, you know what they're not doing? They're not shooting at my team, which is huge. In Stadium, you can do a lot more healing as Moira, but, still pretty limited. And so I'm always happy to be tanking damage from my team. Because, again, then that's damage I don't need to be healing. This is sort of my typical loadout, generally. Y'all, if you're sleeping on Techno Leech, do not. It's so good for Moira. Extra health, attack speed, which is good for Grasp and for Cole. And weapon lifesteal, awesome. If you play aggressively like me. And even if you don't. Soldier being cringe with the 6-7 nonsense, and my entire team is expressing unhappiness with that. Custom stock for the health, vitality for armor. Yeah, this is a very typical third round for me. I move up very aggressively to help with the hazard. I hear Ana shooting at me, but I have orb. I know about this health back. It's one of my favorites. So just creating another angle of attack on the Ramatra, zoning out the supports, getting the kill on the clone. And again, this is really strong play from my team. This hazard, so good. Following up on what I'm doing, which saves me, pressures the Ramacha back further because they take more damage. And now, well, I went back to... yeah. Wow. What the Overwatch on my screen. So, I'm very low. Mercy has damage boosting us, which is huge. And you can see, if I press play, Hazard stays up near this choke, which is the strongest choke, I think, in Stadium, at least in my opinion. Loses this round, certainly. Because Torbjorn is pushing our cart. The enemy team is not pushing their cart whatsoever. And they are keeping themselves in a tiny little corridor, which is very strong for both Hazard and Moira. I ult just here to just keep the Hazard up and help zone out the soldiers at a 6. Again, shooting at me, not shooting at my team. But then an ulting Ramacha presses W at me. I'm not dealing with that. No, thank you. That's what we have tanks for, people. Just rotating out. This is a risky duel. But again, one I'm very happy to take anyway, because again, soldier shooting me, not my team. And I felt confident I could at least get low enough, and I was also confident that the Hazard or the soldier, someone on my team, would follow up. I didn't know if Mercy had res, but I was obviously hopeful. And I think, I'm always gonna appreciate getting res, but yeah. So intentionally very aggressive fade in to force the Kiriko out of position, which forces them to TP, which forces out the clone maybe earlier than they would want. And then you can see I'm full on right clicking the Ramacha, but I was doing it with the intent of getting the Ana, who was not paying attention to me and was in a bad position. Yeah, just an incredibly good round for my team, very bad round from the other team. Something I'm hoping that people will take away from watching the, I guess you can call them videos that I make, is that Stadium has very, very little actually to do with the builds. The team that is better at Overwatch is going to win every single time, which, I am not a particularly... I don't grind a lot of ranked Stadium, so I think right now I'm high All-Star. Just because I have my job is very busy and I don't have a lot of time.
The teams have 20 seconds left to prepare for the round.
Let me just, so I don't run out of time because I'm constantly talking so much. And I probably talk very quickly. I know I do, so I am sorry for that as well. This is not the most auditorially pleasing video. So, look at my build. Precarious Potency. Precarious Potency is insanely good value, even if you do not build into weapon power at all. It is just so good, because it enhances one of Moira's biggest strengths. But here, even though I don't have a ton of weapon power, I was intending to build into more weapon power to enhance Precarious Potency. I don't normally get this power. It's pretty low on my list, but because my team has been playing so well, and I want to support the Hazard specifically, Precarious Potency just means I am going to do a better job of that. Now, Crusader Hydraulics, it's a lot of that is for the Ana, because you see they're getting that attack speed here from No Scope Needed, and from Advanced Nanobiotics as well. And they have Potent Projectiles, which makes it much easier for them to get to the attack speed boost from No Scope Needed. So, that's a lot of what I was thinking about. But what is fantastic about Crusader Hydraulics, unlike Weapon Jammer, this attack speed reduction that is procced when an enemy deals weapon damage to your armor does not... It affects the base attack speed as well. So even if they have no additional attack speed, their attack speed will be reduced. This is unlike Weapon Jammer, which reduces your target's bonus attack speed, but does boost your base attack speed as well. And also, just because this is a game where I am taking a lot of damage, I was also thinking about Weapon Jammer as well. Just for that attack speed boost, which increases the tick rate of Moira's lifesteal. And just because attack speed is good for Grasp and Coalescence. You see I have no ability power. I tend to get very little of it until the latter rounds when Grasp falls off and Orbs become much stronger. But you still see I have Cross Orbal. Cross Orbal is just so good that it doesn't even matter if you're not building AP specifically. That is just insane value anytime you use Orb. And same with Train Grasp. Even when I lean more into AP in the later rounds, that's just insane extra value anytime you right click. But yeah, that's my build. Let's see. I really like our Mercy's build. Not just because they were playing well, although they absolutely were. This is actually a build I really like playing as Mercy. Angelic Acrobatics, so good. Just makes Mercy feel even better to play. Numerical Fusion Drive to enhance Wambulance and Survivability. And the Guardian Angel range increase plus AP. I mean, in my opinion, this is a pretty solid build, especially when our team is playing as aggressively as ours is. Also, Soldier got a little third support Soldier 76 gameplay here, which I always appreciate. That is my preferred playstyle as Soldier. Come get your armor, so good on Torb. Honestly, I don't know a lot about Torb, so I don't know if this is a good build. But I mean, I thought they were playing fine. Let's see. Hopefully their cast picks a third power. Cleansing negative effects. Now I'm curious about this. Any debuffs here? No. Maybe the Kiriko was expecting me to take Cyber Venom because that's what. I mean, it's just a really good item for Moira. Not sure what this is about. Maybe it may be the case that they're just following a build of some kind, or they've heard that this is a good build and so they're just doing it. But I mean, it's not the one I personally would have picked, just because we don't really have any debuffs, really. At least not yet. But yeah, back to the game. I'm so sorry for rambling on like that. Let's see. Just I messed up the page up here, which is embarrassing. Masters Moira player, by the way. Yeah, so final round. I feel very confident that we're in a good position to win. I'm not counting my wins before they happen, though. I do just want to call out, again, if you're a Moira enjoyer, you probably already know this. But I do just want to call out two of my favorite orb bounce spots here. So, damage orb up, cross orb roll, healing orb down, back, so bounce back and forth. This one also bounces back and forth in their back line. See again, the healing orb goes back and forth on the point. Damage orb goes forward. Shout out to this Tor for playing so aggressively with me. I mean, I knew they were there, but them going with me was not necessary. Oh, I so close, almost die. Just going back to the point for healing from the Mercy. And then, yeah, pushing up to get into a good position for the team. By the way, I had no idea, no clue whatsoever that the Ramadra had just gone around this corner. No clue. Did not hear him. I mean, I assume I heard him, but I did not ascribe any meaning to the sound I heard. Only realized when he walked past me that he was there. Really glad my hazard was there. I healed the hazard a little too long while they're anti. No, bad play by the, very bad play by the Cass. You don't want to push that. I push a little too hard. I was okay with it because I wanted the benefit of giving my team that positional advantage and pushing them. But a very good res by the Mercy after initial. When they went to res initially and then kind of got stuck on the Relantra, that was a big mood. I was here to be cheeky and to try to kill someone coming back from spawn. It was a bad play. Like, I'm lucky that my team managed to sort of like hold without me. Really good on our soldier to be on high ground. Yeah, just using chain grasp to, you saw me get the Kiriko clone there. Getting a lot of value in the backline. Huge play by Hazard jumping in. I hear Honest shooting at me, but I'm not that concerned. And then that panic fade back was because I was scared of the spawn turrets. But yeah, a very, very good game from my team. And I'm really happy with how I played as well. I thought I did a pretty good job balancing aggression with not dying constantly. So here are then the game stats. Stats obviously don't tell you the whole story. And Moira is a stat monster, but pretty good. Yeah, overall, I was just very happy with this game. Very, very happy and impressed with my team. And this was actually the game that bumped me over the first drives threshold to get the cute little, whatever it's called, the player title thing. So this is going to be the last ranked game I play for the season because playing drives can be very miserable. But if you sat through this entire thing, I mean, good on you. But yeah, I hope this was helpful for anyone watching. It's helpful for me to do this. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to go record another one right now. So, yeah, have a good day.